Hey YouTube, it's your girl Coco. I am back to do a Summer Soiree collaboration featuring the Summer Vibes palette from Give Me Glow Cosmetics. I'm going to go in and do a pinky peach eye look using watermelon, mango margarita, and fireworks. Let's get this going, y'all. Start out with a mini booster from Sonia G in the shade Watermelon. We'll see how fast I can finish a whole look today. I've been wanting to get a little faster with my eye looks anyways. Big thank you to Monique's Makeup for including me in the collaboration. I will have all of the fabulous content creators, my YouTube family members, listed down below. Some of us are only participating on IG, but quite a few of us are making videos, so I'm really excited to see what looks everybody else comes out with. So there we go. That's my first color down. I'm just going to blend it into the crease a little bit. I'm not switching brushes right now. I love this palette. This is probably like summer in a palette. This is the best colorful palette for summertime that I have ran across. Honestly, they could just make it a little bit bigger and add some more matching shimmers and mattes. That would be awesome. Look at the vibrancy on that color. It didn't change one bit from the way it looks in the pan. Love. Okay, I'm just wiping that brush off and I'm going to go into Mango Margarita. This time I'm going to start on my inner corner and see how that blends in together. But I just want that area to be brightened up a little bit. And I'm going to pull it over the top of the first shade we used. Today that I'm filming is Saturday, Juneteenth. I'm so excited that this is finally a national holiday. It's like way past due. Ooh. You know how you have a palette in your collection and it's been there for a while and you don't appreciate it like you should because you're always using all of your new stuff. But this palette right here, I need to continue to give it more love and at least use it every year when it's hot out, a couple times during the summer. Because there's so much you can do with this. You can make a really pretty beachy, bronzy bombshell kind of look too. But Monique said she wanted us to be bright, 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 so here it goes. And this is definitely a little bit out of my comfort zone because I prefer cool tones, blues, greens, grays, to these warm fruit punch type of colors. So I'm just kind of pulling out my outer corner a little bit to get like a cat eye shape, just a pinch. It's not going to be as smoky as I normally go either, but that's okay. The point is for this to be bright and vibrant. I'm going to put a little more watermelon right here just to re-intensify that because I think it blended away just a little bit. Okay, I'm done with that. I'm going to take another Sonia G Sky brush. This is the classic crease brush. And I'm just going to go over the top a little bit with Sunny, this bright yellow color. But not too much. And because I want my inner corner to be brighter than the outer corner, I'm going to start on the inner corner with this. You guys have to tell me what your favorite palette is to pull out for summer. And it doesn't matter if your favorite palette is more like a neutral bronzy thing or if it's colorful. I just want to know what everybody's loving right now. There's been some good new releases that have came out that would work for this, but I just had to give my Give Me Glow palette some love. Okay, I'm not going to put any more color on my brush, but I'm going to blend that outer edge just a little bit and pull it out. Continue with the cat eye effect. This is a really good trick if you feel like you have small eyes or close set eyes, which I definitely do. I don't think you can tell as much in pictures on Instagram in particular because of the way I do my eyeshadow. So if you have a similar eye shape, you should try this technique. I think that you'll be very happy with the way that your eyes look. All right, I got a little bit out of control in this outer corner. I'm gonna just fix it with my finger. And I did not prime my eyes. My primer is my skincare, my eye cream to be exact. All right, so I'm done with the crease. I'm gonna use these fingers and I'm gonna pack on that peach color. Fireworks. This is the color. I always start in the center of my lid because that's where I want the most impact. That's where I want my standout shimmer shade to go, and that's like the one I want you to see the most. So the most pigment is obviously going to go on the place you lay your finger down first. And I always take my shimmers up a little higher probably than most people. I kind of like pull it up into the crease a little bit, just under the brow even, just to spread it out and blend it a little bit. That also helps to open up the eye. Oh, this is so pretty. You know what? I don't think I've ever put this color in my eyes. And I have had this palette. This is the upgraded version, but I have the original from back when. I wouldn't say that's probably been 5 or 6 years ago. Is it? No, not that long. More like 4 to 5. Anyway, I had the original too, and I loved it so much that when they upgraded the packaging and improved the formula a little bit, I had to go ahead and get the upgraded version. So that's how it's looking so far. I want a little bit more, so let's put it here. And I'm going to take my pinky, which is a little bit clean. I haven't used it yet for anything, so I'm just going to blend that edge a little bit over here. Put a little more, blend the edge with my pinky. Okay, we're ready for the inner corner shade, which I could use Coconut Slushy, but I think that I want my inner corner to be brighter than that. So I'm going to use my standby. This is the best thing for me for my inner corner, because my inner corners have to be bright or my eyes will get closed in too much. So this is the Aether Beauty. I use it all the time but can't remember the name. Okay, this is a Supernova Crushed Diamond Highlighter in Pure. If you can find this, it's clearanced out on Sephora, so if you can find it, I think you should try it. It makes a good cheek highlight too. All right, so I need a small brush. Again, I'm using a Sonia G brush. This is from the Sky set. Aren't these handles beautiful? I love these. Blue is one of my favorite colors, so I had to have this set. This is the flat definer brush. So I got it picked up on there, and you didn't see me wet anything because I don't typically wet my shadow unless I feel like the shimmer is kind of thin or it's gonna fall off or something. So I'm just packing that on my tear duct first because I need my tear duct to be light and bright. And I'm dragging it over to the inner third of my eyelid and also dragging it up and over the center shimmer shade. Okay, let's finish this other eye and we'll be about ready to put some lashes on, guys. It's a real challenge to do my makeup kind of quickly, but you know, I think I might use my makeup more if I could speed up the process a little bit. All right, I'm done with the eyes. I think that looks good, except maybe a little more. I still want a little more watermelon on the outer corner here. Let's tighten that up. There we go. There we go. Could you imagine what might happen with this palette if you was to put it on over top of a light base? Woo, that might be too much pigment. These Give Me Glow shadows do not play. They are so pigmented, they're so creamy, they're so easy to blend. If you haven't tried Give Me Glow, and they don't send me anything for free, I buy all of my makeup. I'm just telling you, it's a good brand for pigmented eyeshadow. Okay, the outer corner. I can't help it. I have to smoke out the outer corner, even if it's with pink. Sometimes you make a little mess when you're doing your makeup. That's life. That's real. Okay, so there it is. I'm just using this cotton pad to tighten that up a little bit, but there we go. I will clean that up the rest of the way with concealer. Let's put these lashes on. I am going to be using some of my favorite lashes from the drugstore today, and these have become one of my favorite pairs, period, no matter where they're from, because they're so easy to use. For me, they work beautifully on my eye shape, and I don't have to struggle to put them on. Here they are, Lunar Luxury Faux Mink Lashes in the style Splendor. They are a cat lash. So the first thing I'm going to do is use my eye glue. I'm going to use this sort of like eyeliner. This is a glue liner pen, but the first thing I'm going to do is put some regular glue on the actual lash. Tomorrow's Father's Day. I have some things I need to go pick up in a little while. Hopefully I can beat the storm, because supposedly there's a storm coming, but it's been beautiful and sunny all day, so I'm really grateful for that. Who wants to run errands in a storm? And you can't wait till later when you have Father's Day gifts to get. I don't think, did I show you my lash glue? It's the Kiss lash glue with aloe. It's this one. Okay. And I only do one lash at a time. So I've just put glue on the right lash, and I'm going to line the right lash with this black glue liner. Or the lash line, excuse me. And I'm not doing anything fancy. I'm just staying right beside my lash line and getting that glue on there. Now I've gave this a second to dry while I line the eye, and let's put it on. A lash helper tool is your friend. It just helps like secure the lash to the lid. You can place it with your fingers if you're more comfortable with that, which I usually am. But you can sort of like press it down onto your lid a lot easier with this little tool. Okay, so next lash. And today I pulled out some new products that I've only used one. Well, the powder that I'm going to use today, I've only used one other time. But I thought it was beautiful. I'm loving getting on here and sharing products and sharing looks with you guys, because it's making me pull out my makeup. I have so much stuff that I want to use, so many beautiful things that are just kind of sitting there being neglected. So I'm enjoying giving this stuff some love. The glue is on the lash. Let's get the glue on the lash line. Who has an eye that's harder to do than the other one? My left eye is the eye that gives me problems. Whether I'm trying to line the eye or do my brows. Lashes, not as much, but sometimes that's a problem too. So I have to take a little bit more time, be a little bit more careful when I'm putting my glue liner over here on my left eye. I wonder if that has to do with me being right-handed. I'm not sure. Okay, I got a little glue liner on. Let's pop this lash. I'm attempting to do this in 15 minutes. I don't know. I don't know how much time I've spent already. So the lash is placed, and I'm just going to put it down a little more securely. I'm still working on trying to stay in frame, so bear with me. I think I might need a slightly higher chair. That could help. Okay, lashes are on, and we're ready to go get this face together. First thing is concealer, and I don't wear foundation very often. Don't get me wrong, I like foundation, I just don't always have time for it. So remember I said I was going to use some newer products that need some love? This is the Kosas Revealer Concealer. I'm going to use shade 3.2, which it has an olive undertone, which is hard to find in concealer, but it is what I need because my undertones are olive. That's why everything changes colors on me. This is so creamy and luscious. This is a great concealer, and it's clean too. I just need to find out if Kosas has a website, because if they do, that's where I would prefer to buy it from versus getting it from Sephora. And I bet they have sales too. So I just like to kind of go in and pat out with my finger. I usually don't use a brush on my concealer either. It just blends in a lot better. Actually, it melts in versus blending it, you know. Anyway, I pat it in a little bit on one eye and I go back to the other eye, back and forth. That way the concealer isn't starting to get dry or setting into place too much. But this is really nice and creamy and hydrating. I think that it's supposed to be like a eye cream and a concealer in one, and it definitely feels very, very nourishing and healthy under my eyes. Oh, it's almost got a cooling sensation. And I won't be putting anything under my eyes, no liner, no lower lash color or anything like that, because that's just not me. That's not how I wear my makeup, and I'm not doing it today. I'm already using colors that I don't normally use, so I think that that should be good enough. Look how quick and easy and pretty that blended. I love it. Okay, so this powder I've only used once before. It's Kosas Cloud Set. The shade I'm going to use under my eyes is Breezy. Okay, so let's put that on. And then I have another color to set the rest of my face with. Another sky brush. This is Sonia G's Sky Brush in Soft Cheek. And I really like this brush a lot. Honestly, if you were going away for a while, you could probably just take this brush. Well, for your face, because it does everything. See, it fits under the eyes, but you're going to see me use it again later. This is a nice silky under eye powder. I like it. And I usually like to use my under eye powder right here in the center, because it's usually a little bit lighter shade than I use for the rest of my face, to make sure that the center stays nice and bright. This is setting, but it also feels moisturizing, and it doesn't take all the shine off my face. Okay, we're ready for my face powder, which is still Kosas Cloud Set powder. This is in the color Cushiony. They could have gave it a normal name though, I'll tell you that much. All right, let's put this on. I'm already past my 15 minutes, but we're getting close to being done. It's okay. Around my nose can be a problem area with redness, dryness, or oiliness, just depending on what I've been doing skincare wise. Sometimes I use some acids and sometimes I don't. I feel like when I use acids, I always have a little bit of dryness around there. But if I'm just focusing on moisturizing, not so much. Oh, this powder is beautiful. I don't think I'm even gonna have to spray. Okay, I'm wiping my brush off just a little bit, and we're gonna go in with bronzer, blush, and highlight, and put the lippy on, and we'll be done with this look. So for bronzer, this is a tried and true bronzer for me. I've had this for years. It's Tom Ford's Terra Bronzer. I don't think you can get this in the same formula that I have it in. Wait till you see how much I've used it. This is my most used makeup product. Look at this. Okay, this is loved. And this goes on so easy. I'm still using the same brush that I used to set my face and my under eyes. I know that this bronzer blends easily on me. I know this bronzer is a flattering shade on my skin tone without doing too much, because I am using blush today. So I have to kind of keep that in mind with my particular complexion. If I know I'm using blush too, I kind of like to keep my bronzer a little bit more on the subtle side, because I don't want too much color on my cheeks. Well, most of the time I don't. I don't mind clown cheeks sometimes. Okay, that's done. And this will be my first time using this. This is from Lunar Beauty. It's his cheek palette. Oh, it's Moon Prism. That's what it's called. Yes. I'm going to use the peachy color in here. I think, yes, it's Twilight right here in the center. It's a matte peach blush. Same brush, y'all. Same brush. When you're on a time crunch, you can't keep changing brushes too much. Oh, that blended so pretty. Ooh. No. Ooh, ooh. See what I mean? There's stuff that I need to give some love to, but I only have one face. Y'all are probably like, girl, if you don't quit complaining. You're right, you're right. I'm blessed to have so many beautiful things to play with. Okay, since this is a summer soiree, let's act like we got a sunburn a little bit. Ooh, that's cute. Okay, I'm done with blush. Moving on to highlight, I'm going to pull out a oldie but a real goodie. So good, I don't know why it's still out of stock. I wish that they would bring this back. Amrezy by ABH. This is beautiful. If you didn't get this, oh, I hate it for you. It's so beautiful. Doesn't that just look like sand on a beach? So I thought it'd be perfect for this. And I'm not going to use the same brush this time. I'm going to pull out this little Sonia G mini cheek brush. And start up here high on my cheekbones. Is anybody getting the new Sonia G brushes? I think they're like a mixture of synthetic and goat hair, made specifically for cream products. And one thing that I thought was nice so far from what I've seen is that you can get the whole set, or you can get individual brushes if you just like have one that you really want. So I don't really need them, and I'm thinking about maybe just getting one or two instead of getting the whole set. But I might not get any at all, honestly. I have enough brushes. And that's one thing we have to consider when we're buying more expensive handmade brushes, that they should last. They should last a lifetime if you're really careful and take good care of them. Don't wash them too often, and don't get water in your ferrule. Hang them upside down to dry. They'll last and last and last. Okay, highlights on, blushes on. I think I'm going to take my brush that I did all my face products with though and just blend one more time. Okay, this is almost a finished look, but now it's time for me to pop on the lipstick that I have been dying to use ever since it got hot out. Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang. This is Agatha Orange Matte Lipstick. Oh, all right, here we go. Sometimes I use lip liner, sometimes I don't, but I always sort of like try to carve out my Cupid's bow in the top lip before I go too far into my lipstick application. Oh, this is so beautiful. If I was going on vacation, this might be the only lipstick I take with me. Well, in like a nude gloss. Yes, y'all. Here it is. This is my completed look for the Summer Soiree collaboration. Thank y'all so much for coming and hanging out with me. I had a great time, and I'm excited to do more collabs with other creators. Have a great day. Enjoy your summer. Bye.